Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is here as well. If you just joined us, we're talking about Diddy's sentencing. Now, Loren was actually in court on Friday, and she was breaking down some of the things and some of the reactions that she's seen. Now, everybody reported a lot of the amount of time he got and all that, but
yes,
you know what we were saying behind the scenes is tell us what was the scene in that courtroom, because we weren't there. So put us in that courtroom.
I will say it was really, really emotional. There was a lot of crying. Diddy himself was teary for a lot of the time. I mentioned this earlier, but I think at one point you really realized how bad Diddy messed up. With his,
what?
I mean,
you just realizing that?
No, because listen, for a lot of us, we thought that he was going to, the time served was a real conversation. People thought that he might go home or at least maybe just do another year, if that. But
even if he went home, he's completely messed up.
It doesn't matter.
The money that he's had to spend, the fact that he won't be able to do no big business anymore. He's lost hundreds of millions of dollars.
And
his legacy's ruined.
And
yes.
he'll figure that out. He'll write a book. He'll do the whole Black Man apology tour, right?
No, he won't come back.
No,
he's not going to come back. He's not going to come back the same way.
Won't.
But if Diddy was released today tomorrow, he would do enough to figure out how to live. It's not going to be the same, but yes, he'll figure out something. But what I'm saying is that when court opened and you heard the judge basically talking to Diddy like Diddy was his child, and he did it very nicely, but he was telling him, I don't believe that you're sorry, you need help. I was like, Diddy's life is over. And that was before the sentencing even happened.
Well, Diddy's life was over when that video, we all seen that video of him beating Cassie. That's when his life was over.
Yeah, but
let's be clear about our words. Diddy's professional life
professional life,
in my opinion, Diddy's professional life, in my opinion, was over when we see that video of him beating Cassie.
And I'll say his family was really strong. Like his kids, outside of when they got emotional when they had to speak, but just sitting there, even through the sentencing, as the judge was reading out what the sentencing was going to be, and the judge was literally using some of the family's letters and the things that they said about him, from his kids to his sister to all these different people, to sentence him and say, now you need to depend on your family. Everybody just sat there. I think it was I think there was kind of a feeling of disbelief, because it was is this really happening? Even Diddy just blank stare.
How was
he
his
was
mother?
Just sitting there.
His mother was there, right? She just had some type of.
She
sick,
just had a.
right?
He said he mentioned that she had a brain surgery. She was just there. There was no. I really don't think that anybody thought that it was going to go the way that it did. So they were like, what is happening right now? And I also believe they had already had a very honest conversation about, if this goes this way, what are we going to do? And I think they believe in the appeal. They think he going to appeal, he going to come home, because the way that they were composed for the most of that, I couldn't have been composed like that.
I do have a question. If they do appeal, is it the same judge? Because it seems like that judge is stuck on something. So if they appeal, do they appeal with a different judge, or is it the same judge over and over again?
They're definitely going to try to do it a different judge. I don't think there's why would you? But here's the thing too. You talking about the judges. The judge was very fair in my opinion.
Really?
People were pissed off if you say this, but the judge to me was gracious to Diddy in the sentence that he handed him, because I'm telling y'all, he was not going for none of it. Diddy stood up there.
He was facing 20, and the prosecution wanted 11, and he ended up getting 4 with time served. Yes, that is a good deal. That is a great sentence for him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I couldn't have handled it the way that they handled it. Even when they were leaving court, they were together. They've been through. It's been a long 8 weeks. And I think, you to the point now where you just kind of want to get to the end of it so you can figure out what you got to do to get him home, and which is going to be the appeal. But they held it down. They were strong in that courtroom, outside of breaking down when they were speaking. Jess, you had a question.
Yeah, I had more of a statement. His kids, even his boys, they had to, I don't know, it's hard to believe that they didn't think he was going to get no time at all. I don't know. I just wanted the older kids, the boys, I don't know, let's just be realistic. Whether they didn't think it was going to be 50 months, I know, me as his son, know that, he more than likely, my dad probably going to definitely do some time. I don't know, just listening to what you were saying that everybody it was like a shock to everybody. I'm like, how were y'all shocked? But.
Yeah, how you shocked?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, right, and it's funny, right? So I seen, salute to D.L. Hughley, right? I seen him make a post on this pastor out in Dallas, right? Now, this Dallas pastor got 6 months in jail for sexually abusing a girl, right? You can go to Fox News, you can look it up. Now, when you see a pastor get 6 months in jail for sexually abusing a 12-year-old, and then you see this, and I hate to compare cases, but how do you not?
That's why you doing it.
But how do you not? So when you look at something like with Diddy and you see the time that he's getting 4 or 5 years, right? And then you look at a pastor that is getting 6 months in jail, you can't tell me that it doesn't seem like Diddy's getting railroaded.
Y'all know what I feel like too. And
Listen. I'm not an attorney or a legal expert, so I don't know all the ins and outs. But what I do know is Diddy wouldn't have any of these current problems if he simply made better choices. And I just hope people learn from this situation. Destiny is not a matter of chance; it's a matter of choice. I saw Diddy's kids speaking, and one thing I thought about is when you hear these kids say how much they need their father, I'm like, why wasn't the father thinking about that before he was making these poor choices? That's what we all should be considering and talking about, okay? Life is not just about us. If you got so much to lose, all these people that depend on you, then act like it. Make better choices. Everybody talking about, well, this case happened over here and that case happened over here. What about that man making better choices? Diddy is in this situation because of the poor choices that he made. And you know what? One of my guys that's an attorney, he said to me this weekend, that's exactly what you need to be thinking about, making better choices, because you don't want to leave it to the scorecard.
No, you're right.
And be in front of these judges and having them dictate the rest of your life.
No,
so make better choices.
You're absolutely right. The choices that Diddy made put him in this decision, in this predicament that he's in. I just like for the judicial system to be fair. And I know that I'm living in America where things
let's start
ain't
with
fair,
us.
But I also want things to
You're
be
right,
fair.
Indy, but let's start with us.
You're right. I just want
start
things
with
to be
us.
fair.
Yeah.
Diddy should start with himself. He wouldn't be in this situation if it wasn't for him.
You're right. But I just want things to be fair. That's all. Let's go to the phone lines. We got Corey on the line. Corey, good morning.
Oh, hey, first and foremost, I want to say that I think this was an activist judge. The fact that you can take the non-guilty verdicts and use that as your sentencing because you don't believe the jury, that's foul and unfair. Number two, when he spoke to Puffy, he clearly said that, Cassie and Dang, we heard your voices. Now, don't get it twisted. If he was charged with domestic violence, that would be fine. But the fact that he was found guilty of the Mann Act, and which Chuck Berry was, and only got sentenced to 20 months, it shows you that this judge was out of pocket from the beginning.
But he said we heard your voices, but he also said that Diddy was a great man. He was great in the community. He did so much for black and brown people. He is better on the street than behind bars, but he needs to get himself together. He said both things.
But you said this guy just brought up Chuck Berry getting 20 months. That's almost 2 years. That's what Diddy essentially got. He already got 13, 14 months time served, and he got 4 years for 2 counts of the Mann Act. I think Chuck Berry had 1 count of the Mann Act and got 20 months.
We got Danny on the line. Danny, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Talk to us, Danny.
No, I agree with Charlamagne. I think that he got off lucky. To me, I call that a win because he could have been in there way longer. He was in a RICO case damn near by himself. So to get the 4 years with time served, 3 years, he'd probably be off in the next 2 years. He'll be out doing his thing.
Okay. Thank you, Danny. Yeah, I think he has, 3 years left to do or something like that?
Yeah, 3.
3 years left to do?
36 months.
Yep. Hello, who's this?
This Dan Man from Detroit.
Dan Man from Detroit. Good morning. We're taking your calls on Diddy's sentencing. What's your thoughts, bro?
Man, I think it was unconstitutional. I had the chance to work with him when he did that Batman when he did that last Halloween. That was my nephew / son that did the little, Batman thing with him. I wrote that, and definitely Joy was there. A lot of them was there, but for him to get charged for the Mann Act and then get 4 years for purging. You don't have to coerce nobody to do nothing like that. I mean, I feel like everybody was grown and they had their own choices. So for him to get 4 years for that, I feel like it was unconstitutional. I feel like they're gonna win in an appeal. They gonna win. I think his friend Donald Trump gonna get him off.
800-585-1051. We're talking Diddy this morning. We're taking your calls on his sentencing on Friday. We'll discuss some more when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're talking about Diddy. He was sentenced on Friday. How much time was he sentenced to, Lauren?
4 years and 2 months.
Now, you also said that Cassie spoke about after his sentencing. What was her thoughts?
Yeah, so her attorney spoke out on her behalf, and they said nothing can undo the trauma that he caused, but the sentence imposed today recognizes the impact of the serious offenses he committed.
Okay, we're taking your calls, 800-585-1051. A lot of people are saying karma. You guys believe in karma? Like some of the things that you've done in the past come back and bite you in the ass later on?
Most definitely. Hell yeah. I believe in it.
Listen, once again, this is why we need to make better choices as humans. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that, we all saw Diddy out here, fighting demons, and the demons were winning. We acting like we didn't see and hear Diddy battling these demons while he was out. The man was changing his name every other few months. He was openly talking about his grief and trauma and how that was kicking his ass. So yeah, all of that stuff, does eventually catch up.
We have Ty on the line. Ty, good morning.
Yo, good morning. What's going on, DJ Envy?
Talk to us, Ty. What's your thoughts?
Man, all we learning through this case is that he's just a freaky ass dude. You know what I mean? Cassie, she already got her money. Why is her name still being thrown in this? All that shit's dismissed. You know what I mean? But he's just a freaky ass dude. He don't need all that time. Maybe a couple years, and then a life sentence of probation. Not even life sentence of probation, like 5 years of probation. But he's just a freaky ass dude.
Thank you.
But what you just said he should get is what he got.
That's what he got. A couple years.
Like, what are we talking? Like, something's wrong with us, man.
Hello, who's this?
Hello, this is Trey.
Trey, good morning. What's your thoughts?
Well, I just want to comment on what Charlamagne said about Diddy should be glad for the 40 months. What he doesn't realize is that in the feds, you usually get overcharged. So they overcharge you and tell you you're facing life in prison. And then when they come with a deal like 10 years, you make it seem like you're getting something special. But that's not meaning it's fair. So Charlamagne, he do need to realize.
I didn't say fair. Fair is not the word I use. I said that if you're facing 20 years and the prosecution wants 11 and you get 4 years with time served, that's about as good as it's gonna get.
Hello, who's this?
Natasha.
Hey, Natasha. Good morning. What's your thoughts on Diddy sentencing?
I think that for the crimes that he committed, his sentence is on point. But I'm concerned that how is Cassie not compared to Jeffrey Epstein's wife?
Well, it's two totally different things. Jeffrey Epstein's wife was getting young girls.
But her actions.
You mean her being involved? You mean the fact that you feel like she was involved?
I think because she cooperated.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Exactly, and she was doing all the calling and reserving and all of that, and and now she's at home with all that money, and that just bothers me.
Okay.
Now I was thinking about that. Now I was like, why did Diddy even pay Cassie? Like, did Cassie still testified against him? Cassie still wrote letters to the judge telling the judge to keep him. Like, what was that? What did he even pay her for?
He probably paid her because he was scared. I don't know. He probably just paid her because he was scared. Because what other reason would he pay her for?
Well, he paid her to drop the lawsuit, and then the feds picked up the lawsuit. So he paid her to drop the lawsuit, which she did, and then the feds picked it up, and then the feds subpoenaed her to speak.
Y'all know what's crazy too? Gina was there at court. Victim 3.
Yeah,
she was there at court in support of Diddy, which I thought was awesome because
I've seen that on the Shade Room.
Gina was there, and I'm like, so y'all couldn't get her to court when y'all needed her to be here,
right.
The government, but she's here. She that was weird to me. Like, how could they said we couldn't get her? I think she was gonna blow their case up.
Hello, who's this?
Yeah, this is Angelo.
Angelo, good morning. What's your thoughts, Angelo?
Man, I was just thinking, man, Donald Trump's spiritual advisor literally just got charged 6 months for child molestation, but they gave Diddy 4 years. That don't even make sense to me.
Yeah,
Black and brown under attack, man.
Yeah, no, I just said that.
Yes, it does make sense. He's a white man.
Oh, I was about to say what?
What are y'all? What's up with y'all? I'm so sick of y'all acting like y'all not who we are.
You're right, but it's just you want to.
Like, it's just weird to me when y'all had these conversations. It's like, yo, we are black. You know things are different from us. But also, I want to say this: Here's the moral of the story for me. Everybody keeps talking about was Diddy treated fairly or not. Once again, this is why we need to make better choices as humans. I'm not leaving anything up to a system that I know ain't gonna treat me fairly anyway. Just make better choices. None of y'all are talking about how Diddy was out here taking penitentiary chances as a whole billionaire. He's a grown man with kids and employees who depend on him, but he was out here using drugs. He was out here with prostitutes. He was out here making poor choices, and those poor choices caught up to him. And clearly he's got a problem, because on the day he got arrested, he was in the hotel with drugs and baby oil. So the man needs to get help. So he needs to take this next couple of years or however long it's been to really, 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 really get clean and do some healing and come out and be a better person.
I agree wholeheartedly.
For his kids.
I agree wholeheartedly with you, but I will say this. We are all not perfect, and we've all made mistakes, and we've all been in situations where we could have got arrested before. A lot of us have. And the fact that it happens, you just want the judicial system to make sure that whatever they sentence you with, they would sentence the other person with. And when you hear Diddy getting this much time, and the guy, like the guy said, the pastor that
well, we keep making
assaulted,
excuses.
It's the truth. No, what I'm saying is, yes,
No,
Diddy
we
made
really keep making excuses for people's poor choices.
But you want the judicial system to be fair, no matter who you are.
How about let's not get to the judicial system?
You're right. But if we do
you don't get to the judicial
you want
system
it to be fair.
If you make better choices.
You're absolutely right. But if you do get there,
Diddy made this bed for himself, and now he got a lie in it with all the baby oil in it.
Jesus Christ.
And I hope, once again, I really, really hope that he takes this time to beat his drug habit, do some real healing work, and come home and become a better person for his kids. Forget Diddy the mogul. Forget Diddy the superstar. What about Sean Combs the person? Worry about your soul for the rest of your life.
I'm with you. Who cares about the music? Who cares about the entertainer? It's all about them kids and his family, and hopefully this wakes him up to see that.
And making better choices, because he could clearly end up right back in this situation if he doesn't do some real healing work.
That's right.
But look, once again, the day he was arrested, he got arrested with more drugs and baby oil in the hotel right here in New York.
Stop saying baby oil, but he got with drugs.
No, it was baby oil.
No, it wasn't baby oil.
Oil ain't illegal.
Right.
I'm just saying that's just evidence of that there was a freak off that was still happening that day. The day he was going to turn himself in.
That nigga just can't be ashy. That's all he was using baby oil for, to be freaky?
Yes. There's a pattern here, Jess. Yes.
Jesus Christ. All right. Well, we got the latest with Loren coming back. What are we talking about now?
We're talking about Lotto. Fans are speculating that she might be expecting a baby. We're going to talk about it.
All right. We'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Hold up. Every day I wake up, wake your ass up. The Breakfast Club.
Y'all finished or y'all done?